So welcome everyone to World Solana Forum. We have now a session with Ankur, who is reporting straight out of the Indian ecosystem of what's happening actually over there. Ankur is participant in the Unit Pioneers program, a beloved colleague of mine. So thanks, Ankur, for sharing your insights, looking at the Indian market, which is a really cool emerging crypto market.
Right. Thank you, Yip, for that introduction. And I'll just share my screen. Yeah. So I hope I'm audible. It's
Works super well.
Excellent. Thank you. So yeah, thanks, Yip. Thank you for the introduction. So I'll just dive right in. I'll be giving a presentation on the Indian Solana ecosystem. And as you can see, there's Sol U token, which I think is going to be the next session by Michael. Okay. Yeah, has the screen changed for everyone? Yeah, okay.
Works.
Perfect. So I'll just be going through a brief overview of the entire ecosystem, blockchain ecosystem in India. We'll have a brief single slide, what is Solana, not over the top. There's a message from Raj Gokal, the co-founder of Solana, and then we'll just go through some of the cool and interesting projects that are being built on top of the Solana blockchain from India. So blockchain and crypto is a hot buzzword in India, I'm sure globally, but in India as well. And there was a recent report that although we don't have a very clear regulatory framework in India yet, but apparently 7% of the Indian adults are part of the crypto community in some form or the other. So that's a pretty big number coming from a 1.3 billion population. That's a huge figure. So a recent report by Chainalysis reported that India jumped from 11th position to second in just 1 year in 2021 in the Global Adoption Index for crypto. Stats say that there is one Indian in every 6 or so crypto users across the world. And 90% of Indians are very comfortable using the P2P marketplace, that even if you're moving over from fiat to P2P, over the P2P marketplace, then out of some 7,730 blockchain companies that was listed on Crunchbase, 277 are located in India. India has about 15 million crypto investors and approximately over 350 startups. I'm sure the number is way more than 350, and it's growing by the day. The crypto investments by Indians exploded from $923 million in April 2020 to around $6.6 billion in just May 2021. And this is pegged to reach about 15.6 billion by Chainalysis report by 2030. So quite a big upside. Some prominent blockchain and crypto companies by Indians. This is not particularly from India, but there's some Indian roots. So we have Polygon, which is scaling Ethereum. We have Instadap, which is the leading DeFi platform and probably the highest, fastest total locked value, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have Solana. Obviously, we'll be deep diving a little bit later, which is the fastest blockchain in the world. We have FalconX, which is valued at $4 billion. It's a one-stop shop for institutes to buy, sell, hold crypto assets. Then the ex-CTO of Coinbase, which was the first company listed on Nasdaq, was Balaji Srinivasan, an Indian as well, quite a prominent name in the ecosystem. Some top Indian IT companies that are deep-rooted and building solutions on the blockchain as a service. TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, HCL, Wipro. You guys must have heard about these companies. They have a global presence, and like they quite bullish on the blockchain technology and quite well connected with the blockchain software and tokenization and everything. So some of the use cases in India that is currently being used. So top banks in India are working with RippleNet for international remittances. Top names like Axis Bank, Kotak Bank, ICICI Bank, Yes Bank, Federal Bank, and so on. About 60% of Indian states have adopted to blockchain technology, and some of the main use cases, it's being used for land registry, data payment, duty payments, farm insurance, remittances, digital identity, digital health records, managing subsidies, title allocation, real estate, microfinance, cybersecurity, data management. Recently, the Maharashtra government used Polygon to put the COVID test reports on chain, because what people were doing were photoshopping the test reports and not getting their tests done. So the government identified this issue and quickly put the entire process on chain so it could not be manipulated, and it's scannable by the blockchain by a barcode that the authorities are equipped with. They're trained that to scan the barcode, and India also became the fourth country in the world to roll out blockchain-powered educational documents. Some global interest in India. So we already have the global giants like Binance, Coinbase, Bithumb, Gemini, OKX, and it is said that Bitfinex, Kraken, and KuCoin are very soon looking to launch in India. Blockchain networks like Polkadot and Tezos are also zooming in the Indian markets. Polkadot organized some buildathons in India with a prize pool of $14,000, and Tezos is running 13 plus projects and has trained more than 2,000 students. We all know that Mark Cuban invested in Polygon some time ago, and Binance also acquired the earlier leading crypto exchange called WazirX. At the time, they were looking to enter into India. Coming to Solana, Solana is actually a name inspired by a beach. How cool is that? So it was like Solana Beach. So the founding team was based from Solana Beach in San Diego, and so Solana is the fastest blockchain in the world and the fastest growing ecosystem in crypto, as we've heard all the previous speakers deep dive into that today. And Solana can handle over 50,000 to 65,000 transactions per second currently, and a transaction fee of $0.00025 dollars. Solana operates on the novel proof of history protocol, in which past blockchain transactions are arranged in sequence. Over 400 projects spanning DeFi, NFT, Web3, gaming, and many more. A quick message from Raj Gokal, who's one of the co-founders at Solana. So as per Raj Gokal's comment at a recent crypto summit held a couple of weeks ago, India is the second largest market for Solana, and the goal is to build a vibrant ecosystem for retail users, DeFi, and core crypto developers in the country. And Raj Gokal also believes that India will play a pivotal role in Solana's role to get a billion users onto the blockchain, onto the Solana blockchain. Moving into some of the projects that are being built on the Solana ecosystem, Solana blockchain in India. We have Soul Razor, which recently launched, I think on 5th of October, if I'm not mistaken. So Soul Razor is the first decentralized developer ecosystem on Solana. So it's a launchpad accelerator and has a bunch of developer tools, which makes it easy for developers to build on top of Solana. And I think it was a pretty successful ICO launch, and I believe it 100x from IDO, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have Chingari, which also means spark. So Chingari is one of India's leading short video sharing platform, with over 78 million downloads and 30 million monthly active users. It recently raised $19 million and selected to build on Solana. It's building a token called Gari. So it's basically, Chingari is India's answer to TikTok. So it's going to tokenize the creator community, like how we had New Life and something what Bonus is doing for the celebrity tokens. So this is for creator tokens that Chingari is looking to create. Sorry. We have Krida Fans, which is a fantasy sports startup, and so like you can select your game earn to play, and you can select your the different sports and different teams, and play on top of this. So there's another Indian company called Dream 11, which is also a unicorn. So it looks promising. Sports is pretty famous in India and across the world, obviously. Then we have Stader Labs, which is a staking platform where you can earn more over staking, again built on top of Solana. This is very interesting. This is a super team DAO. It's a cooperative of operators helping the most promising Solana projects launch and grow in the ascending world. So they focused on India, Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, and Africa. And the Super Team DAO is organized as a cooperative of creatives, operators, and investors who are experienced in launching and growing technology businesses. They're currently in the process of launching Neon Labs, which is an Ethereum smart contracts scaled on the Solana blockchain, and Symmetry Finance, which is actually very interesting. And it's decentralized index protocol, decentralized analytics tool, decentralized portfolio management as well. So, and they're building out a stealth project, which they haven't declared. And so, for example, if Ida, the previous speaker from Fluid Finance, wants to launch in India, Super Team DAO is a great team to touch base with, and they have a launch in India platform as well. So they help you with multiple services like a go-to-market strategy, finding you the right team members, giving you handholding while you're looking to launch in India. So there was this recent hackathon, Build Out Loud. It was powered by Solana exclusively for Indian developers. Some of the famous judges and speakers in the hackathon were Tanmay Bhatt, Akshay Bedi, Raj Gokal himself, Balaji Srinivasan, Hemant Mohapatra from Lightspeed Partners, then Tamar, who's also the ecosystem growth lead from Solana. Sorry, I got the spelling right. Imran Khan from the DeFi Alliance, and many more. The hackathon hosted over 3,100 participants and received 100 plus submissions from builders in India. The projects were judged based on quality, implementation, the UI, UX, and the future potential. The hackathon winners, the first winner was Dasi Finance, which is the first zero interest micro lending blockchain platform. The first runner-up was Solvent Finance, bringing liquidity to your NFTs on Solana. And the second runner-up, Soul Codes, which is programmable NFTs, is something that they're working on. There were some special prizes given at the hackathon, which was Solvest.in, the best streaming investment platform on Solana. Soulmate, so they're actually putting marriages on the blockchain. You can register your invitation or your marriage certificate on Solana and make it immutable. You have Tipsy, Solana-powered crowdfunding on BitCloud, and Project Centauri, which is focused on the entertainment industry. ShareRide is actually building out Uber on the Solana blockchain. So that this category was actually funded by Raj Gokal himself. And then you have Solana Roads, which is again for the creator economy and supercharging creator communities by providing incentivized DeFi instruments for both fans and creators. Cred Jack is again very interesting because Cred by itself was one of India's fastest unicorns. And in fact, it became a unicorn even before it had a product, a working product. Just on the idea, it got funded because he was Kunal Shah, who's the second time or the third time founder. So this is again very interesting. This will help take blockchain and cryptocurrency mainstream. So what Cred does is, if you make payments through the Cred platform with your credit card, you get rewarded for that. So and you get Cred coins. which are not on the blockchain, but just a reward platform. So if you have coins just lying around, you come and play Cred Jack, and you can win Solana tokens while having fun. So it's like a stepping stone into the crypto world for Cred and for the millions of users that Cred has. Then these five projects were categorized as India's rising stars. So we have Catofolio, a serum-based DEX with indexing capabilities for users to see wallet insights. Binod World Order, which is a new revolution in the horizon. And so basically with a click, you can create almost 10,000 different forms of ducks in an NFT form, something on those lines. Yeah. Soulmates, again, putting marriages on the blockchain. Poultry Hunters, again, interesting. It tracks bird flu through via the blockchain platform. Soul Fluid, some real-time finance on Solana. Again, very interesting. Super Team DAO has collaborated with Questbook to particularly train developers to build on top of the Solana. So train and mentor developers to build on top of Solana blockchain. So and another project that is coming up is CryPunk, which is a future of gaming. It's a metaverse that is being built on. Yeah. So to conclude. Still early and experimental beta days for Solana. The global ecosystem is certainly abuzz. And if Team Solana manages to deliver on their promises and the novel proof of history protocol succeeds with the scope of time and volume, then Solana is truly a path-breaking blockchain that has the true potential to revolutionize the crypto space. Indian Solana ecosystem is very vibrant and looks very promising to build great and innovative projects coming from India to the world. I would like to thank everyone to come being here, and Unit to the moon. Love Unit, and yeah. So,
Ankur, thank you so much for putting all this research together. We are actually currently researching a lot because we're building a unit network and we call Unit University. This is like the Wikipedia from the community for the community, where we put all the research that community members put together into a big global database where you can then find all the information on projects that are cool, projects that are new, projects that solve certain different problems, projects that solve problems in certain regions. So this is in the make, but will be rolled out only in 2022. We're super early stage of building that up, but like projects like Ankur are supporting the first research that feeds into that database at some point in time. So thank you very much.
thank
Anybody
you.
got any questions for Ankur now that we have somebody who actually lives in that ecosystem, is talking directly to all these different projects? How can we contribute to that Wikipedia by Solana? Well, that Wikipedia is by unit. And you can actually contribute by connecting with the team, and then let's see like how you can feed, like do the projects that feed into this. We have different kinds of projects. One project is like this conference, unit conference, where we host conferences with 20 to 100 speakers for each ecosystem, in October for the bigger ecosystems, and then in November for the different industries that unit is basically offering services to, and then in December for the different cities, in which we're gonna also offer services for the unit issued city tokens. So that is basically a lot of different projects happening at the same time, where everyone can contribute in whatever way they like. A few of us are already contributing today for another vertical that we have called unit.news, which is like the coin telegraph, or like our unit ecosystem um, media base. And then that's like our blogs and news and articles that feed into that, so that the entire ecosystem or network can be informed about what is actually happening in our network. It's so big and it's growing every day. Okay, yes. Maybe talk to us, WJ Unit TG. This is our Telegram chat, and then you can reach out to the admins, and then somebody will help you. Yip Clouds, this is me. It can also reach directly to me. There was a question somebody said, how did it happen at first? Why do you think India is finally so much invested in the blockchain ecosystem, Ankur, and in general, besides creating projects on Solana?
Right. So I think the particular interest in India comes out of there's a huge disparity in India in the economic, socioeconomic disparity. You know, you have the super rich and the middle class, and you have the extreme poor segment as well. And because of the spread of the population, you know, like there's a lot of the remote areas, there's a lot of unbanked individuals as well in tier three and the villages of India. And uh, India is primarily a cash economy as well. So that's another thing which aligns with the blockchain and crypto space. You know, it's quite easy for somebody to just convert their cash which is lying around in crypto. You know, so I believe that's another strong reason that blockchain and crypto was well accepted. And India comes with a lot of tech talent as well. So your engineers and developers are something which India is anyways, supplying to the world. And so now you don't need to travel out of India. You can sit in India. You can sit in a remote place in India, in your home and build on top of the blockchain where, the funds and interest is coming from the globe wherever you are. So, so I think these are the reasons I feel that India is really go moving ahead and accepting blockchain.
Ankur, what kind of projects are most fascinating to you personally also? Like you've done a lot of research in the past month just connecting with many, many different people in the ecosystem. What's your feeling? And you attended so many conferences. What are like, the one or two things that really fascinate you?
So I personally I love Bitcoin because it's not governed by anybody, and you can't really change too much. And beyond that, I mean bonus market is something which has a real life use case, and a lot of utility where bringing fans and celebrities together. And like Mendy mentioned, that it's the super fans which are coming close to the celebrities, which is also a problem area today, right? Because if a fan just posts something on, say, Instagram, they get a lot of flack. You know, if a celebrity posts something on Instagram, they do get a lot of flack. And a fan who likes a celebrity who's a rival to that celebrity, they might just badmouth that celebrity, or it could be pure insecurity. But if someone's holding a bonus token, would not invest money to be close to a fan, to be close to a celebrity, to insult a celebrity. So the celebrity gets truest fans in its truest sense. And then I love what Unit is doing, tokenizing the world, creating a fair economy. I think it's fantastic, and I think it's I'm really grateful to be a part of it, part of the journey. And other than that, I like. I mean, I'm fairly new. I'm still in my rookie year learning blockchain. Uh, yeah, and I like projects which have some real life utility and use cases, which are solving some real problems. Like for example, Solana is trying to solve the three aspects. They're getting it's decentralized, it's scalable, and it's secure. It's trying to be secure at the same time. The scalability trilemma problem. So projects that are really solving a real problem is something that really gets me excited.
Great. Thanks a lot for being with us.